All right, this video is for the individuals that are wondering what is the real big difference between the new Sea-Doo RXPX 325 engine and the previous RXPX 300 engine. Well, I'm going to tell you guys the biggest difference. Yes, the power plants look almost identical, and you're wondering if you could just modify your current RXP or RXT to support the new power plant. If you were changing out the complete power plant, yes, that's possible. The biggest difference is this supercharger booster that they have. It is spinning at 100,000 RPMs at 8,200 RPMs, which is almost double the previous supercharger. The previous supercharger spins at 45,000 RPMs. This is the biggest difference in power. It's a smaller parasitic load on the complete engine, so that's where a majority of your power increase is coming from. The second part is the PTO housing that's supporting that new supercharger. It's obviously has to if we spin it around and we look the front of it, this is where the supercharger gets placed in, and this is what actually where the planetary gear system goes in. There's a couple of bearings in the supercharger, and then there's this here bearing, ball bearing, and then on the back of it, it's this bracket that holds the cam clutch style that goes inside here, also a bearing that's oiled. From there, you definitely need to swap out the PTO housing. Now, if you think you can just put it on your 300 block, there's quite a few differences here as well. They look almost identical, but they're not. You could just take off the injector, the oil injector that feeds oil into your current supercharger, and plug it up, but then you come into some other problems. The biggest issue is this here section. This is where the cam clutch support system goes in, and the sprocket that goes on the main flywheel. If you look at it from here, that's the difference. You could modify it, but that would be extensive machine work and welding. I definitely would not recommend it. Just better off buying the new block, and then you get the fancy oil injectors that are inside there. So there you go. There is a lot of differences to it, and it's not just swapping out parts, and there you have it. There's also this here channel is different in the block, and internally the oil pan is a little bit redesigned. There's also this oil collector shell that goes on the bottom of the flywheel to keep the oil splashing from everywhere. So yeah, it is possible, but I don't recommend it. But those are the main differences between the parts and between the two power plants.